I've been using the Redmi K30 Pro now for 3 days. I've been taking a lot of pictures with it, and for the last 2 days specifically, I've been testing the Redmi K30 Pro in complete stock form versus the Redmi K20 Pro with a beta version of the MIUI camera app. Now, no good photo comparison would be complete without sample images. And so I'm gonna go ahead and host the sample images up on my website for you guys to download and look at yourselves so you can see which one of these cameras and which one of these cell phones gives better results. To answer the most pressing question and the reason why you're here, I can tell you that the Redmi K20 Pro, in my experience for the last 2 days, has given me more enjoyable results, better overall pictures than the Redmi K30 Pro. And this is clearly a function of software. I went ahead and I shared these pictures up on my Telegram community, and I'm gonna have a Telegram community for Redmi K30 Pro owners in the description down below. But the users in my personal Telegram community looked at them, and we all kind of agreed that the Redmi K20 Pro in this form had slightly more pleasing images. Now, I took these images in a variety of conditions, and we'll just go ahead and go to my first day of testing right now. So one of the things that I am trying to do right here is test the dynamic range of these two cameras. We have an area that's got some harsh shadows on the left side, some highlights on the right side, and a camera with good dynamic range should be able to capture some detail in the highlights as well as the shadows. Now, this first series of photos that you guys could see, I was outside. I had a high contrast environment, and I wanted to test the dynamic range of both of these phones, which is why I have the parking garage in shadow and the foliage in sunlight. And the K30 Pro has a slightly more washed out, more muted image compared to the K20 Pro. And I want to just make it clear that for both of these sets of pictures, the devices were in the exact same mode. And I went between the AI mode, HDR on, and night mode for some of these sample images. Now, testing the wide angle camera, this was an area that, again, I saw the same K20 Pro giving me slightly more pleasing results compared to the K30 Pro. Now it's coming to the low light portion of the test. I know it might not look that dark over here, but the reality of it is that it is quite dark. I'm gonna go ahead and set both of these devices up to take some pictures of this motorcycle. Now, I'm gonna be using both the normal camera as well as the wide angle camera, and we're going to be metering on the same thing. Let's go ahead and snap some pictures here. And of course, we're gonna do some handheld shots as well to see about that OIS on the Redmi K30 Pro. Hey guys, now sometimes we get an improvement in overall low light performance using night mode. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is go ahead and test handheld night mode versus tripod night mode, see if there's any kind of hidden long exposure features in that night mode. I'm also gonna go ahead and try that later tonight and insert some images for you guys. Now, as you guys could see, some of these photos I took on a tripod in night mode, which would be like the most fairest comparison using tripods for both of them. I tried using it handheld as well to see if there was some kind of extra long exposure mode that was being activated the way we would see on a Google Pixel. Now, the next day of testing was on a commercial video shoot that I had, and we were shooting inside, relatively well lit, and I just want to kind of pull attention to the way these cameras are processing the colors of it, because these colors should be identical or be pretty close. Now, this next image I have shot at night, both of these cameras handheld just of this apartment building. I prefer the colors of the newer device, the Redmi K30 Pro, but I still think that the amount of detail and the amount of saturation and kind of noise that we have overall is pretty comparable between the two devices. The next image I want to show you guys is one that was taken outside, and this is an image that really surprised me as well as everyone in my Telegram community, which was this was handheld on the street, night mode, both devices, and we do get it's slightly weirder colors on the K20 Pro, but we get a sharper overall image out of the newer device. Now, again, if you guys want to compare these images yourself, I will have a link to where you can look at them on my website in full resolution, download them, pixel peep them if you want. But the number one takeaway I can kind of garner from this is that the Redmi K30 Pro's hardware is being very much underutilized with what the software we have on right now. I'm gonna try loading up the MIUI beta camera app that I have on my K20 Pro, because the K20 Pro is running a MIUI version of this. And I'm currently working with the Gcam developers right now on a Gcam port for the Redmi K30 Pro. And we have a semi-stable version. I cannot share it yet, but if you guys subscribe to this channel, I will be the first person probably on YouTube with access to Gcam on the Redmi K30 Pro. And if you own a Redmi K30 Pro, let me know what your experience with the camera has been and join my Telegram community in the description down below. If you guys want to get a hold of me, Twitter is the best way. I've been tweeting a lot about my experience using the Redmi K30 Pro, trying to interact with other Redmi K30 Pro users and connect with you guys out there. And until next time, it's been Mitchell coming to you guys from Hanoi. Stay safe, stay quarantined. Peace.